Oh, okay. I see Gina. Hey, Gina. How
Hey,
you
what's
doing?
up,
Just came
Jamal?
in.
How are you?
How you doing?
Um,
Jamal Finkley, Black Tree TV. So, Gina, first, I love this picture, and when I look at your career and now 20 years since loving basketball, which people have always like said, "Hey, we want another loving basketball. We want a sequel," and we haven't seen you do a sequel yet. And now this is like a franchise. I'm wondering if this comes back for another one. Are you going to be interested in coming along to do another one of these?
I mean, it's interesting. It's gonna all be about the audience response. I mean, of course, we hope an audience loves it. I know Greg Rucka, who created the graphic novel, had always pictured the story as a trilogy. I know where the story goes, and it's pretty amazing. So, if the audience wants it, there's absolutely more story to tell.
I always think of like how directors have signatures, and people think of the floating dolly shot with Spike Lee and everything else. And when I look at your work, it's always more of the writing. And in this project, you've been on all the, as far as I know, all the other features you've done, you've written. How different is it to do a feature and just be the director? Does it feel like more like freedom, or do you fight against what you would have wrote in the script as a director when you're doing that?
Well, that's a great question. You know, it is a different feeling when you've written. If you're directing what you've written, it's 100% your vision. You know that story better than anybody. In this case, Greg knows the story better than anybody. But what was really beautiful is our collaboration. I completely respected what he's given us with the characters and the story. I wanted to honor that. The graphic novel was my Bible. And Greg, on the flip side, he and I did a pass of the script together, and he was absolutely open to the things that I wanted to add to the script. So again, people don't always have a great collaboration, but ours was really fantastic.
Netflix, I mean, everybody's been talking about how we could get better as a society, how we could do more inclusion and diversity. And just from my perspective as a critic and a lover of films and everything else, it feels like Netflix is leading the way and giving opportunities to filmmakers, minorities, especially people of color, to have these opportunities. Does it feel like that from you on the filmmaker side, that as far as studios, Netflix has seemed to stamp themselves as and opportunities that they've been able to give
Mhm.
Black men and women, especially?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, foremost, I do want to give props to Skydance because they found the material, developed it, and then they were very intentional on finding a female director. That's very rare, as we know, in our industry.
Yeah.
And then when we took it to Netflix, what was exciting about that is they were excited that I was a part of it. That was one of the selling points, and they were familiar with my work. So Netflix absolutely is giving more opportunity. They're giving money where studios would not give money. The fact that this was two females in the lead of an action franchise, they were looking for that, whereas most studios are afraid of that. So you look at some of the first time directors that have gotten shots at Netflix, and even established directors who've gotten to do their passion projects that studios just didn't care for. So they're certainly changing the
200
game.
years. Why now?
Everything happens for a reason, boss.
We have to find her.
No, we stick to the plan. We find Copley.
Shall we just leave her out in the open?
No, we're in the open. We're the ones who are exposed now.
Not like her, Booker.
Nikki.
Not like her. You can tell me you don't remember what it was like. Whoever she is, she's confused. And she's scared. And she's more alone than she has ever been in her entire life. We all remember what it was like. She needs us.
I'll handle the retrieval.
Hey, boss, come on.
If we're dreaming about her, she's dreaming about us. That makes her a beacon straight to us. Jesus. She's just a baby.
And last question, there's a line in there, and I know this is Greg's writing and everything, but there's a line where one of the quartet says that where they're asked, are you good or bad guys? And they say it depends on what century. And it reminds me of like these statues coming down, the Confederate flag coming down, and everything else. What is your thoughts on the way society is moving to remove some of the blemishes of our past that were maybe looked at as good at one time, but when you look at it now, it never was good?
Yeah, I love that we are in the space right now. And the thing is, we all knew that it was whack to have Confederate statues. The fact that, there are states that I've shot in that I hated because I have to drive past statues every day that offend me, that I have to drive past Confederate flags on trucks and in windows. It offends me. The fact that finally others are realizing, hey, you know what? Because it offends such a great deal of people, maybe it shouldn't be up. And also looking at the history, stop trying to rewrite history and create heroes out of people who were not heroes. What are we doing? So every time one of them comes down, I'm cheering. I love it.
I love this film. I screened it with two of my friends and at the end, not that it mattered, I said, and a Black woman directed this, because you can't tell, it wasn't no layer of it being anything other than just a great film. And I really appreciated that. There's no knock or anything else, but I just want to say thank you for doing a great film. I've always been a fan. Tell Rock I said what's up, and I was supporting all of y'all. And I can't wait to see what you got next. I know you got the Haiti project coming up and everything else, so I'll keep on watching, keep on making these films.
No, I appreciate it. I always love talking to you. Thank you.
That's it, another hot show. Thanks for watching. Once again, it's been a blast. I'm your girl, Alex Hudgens, and you've been watching Black Tree on TV. If you want more, you can subscribe to Black Tree on TV on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Lots of exclusives and other hot stuff. That's how we ball out.